Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! On this episode of Toys Are the Way, I will be taking some old diorama walls and turning them into something brand new. If you're new to the channel or a fan of Star Wars collecting, be sure to smash a like on this video, remember to subscribe, and make sure to ring that bell to stay notified. Welcome back everyone. Today we'll be taking a look at how I took some old diorama walls that I had sitting around and repurposed them for these new ones here. So I am always looking for time to make more dioramas for my collection room display, but also my toy photography. And sometimes I've made older walls that maybe I'm just not happy with, or they've gotten a little damaged over time, and those are good ones to recycle and just use that material but make it something better. So that's exactly what I did here. I took some older walls that were made of a bit more of a cheaper, dollar store foam, and originally those ones were covered with the Mod Podge, spray painted, weathered, and they were pretty good for what they were, but one of them got damaged in a move, and then I was just looking for something different. I've been really into these concrete industrial walls. They look really good. They're very versatile. They work for Clone Wars shots or any kind of bounty hunter scum spaceports, and they're just something that really appeal to me. Also the industrial piping, I'm just really into that, and if you've seen some of my shelf display tour room videos, that is definitely a big part of my spaceport, having this kind of industrial section. So I wanted to make some more walls for my toy photography, and I thought, let's just make a video on how to take walls that you're no longer happy with, or maybe you felt didn't meet your standards, and turn them into something else. So there are a few things you're going to need for this build, and one of them is cake dowels. These are kind of my go-to to make these pipes. They come in different sizes. I got them off Amazon. I can leave them linked in the description down below. But pretty much I take these, spray paint them a color that makes them more industrial, and then hot glue them to these walls. And it's pretty easy, and it gives a good look in my opinion. And then you're also going to need these DIY straws, which are also pretty good for making, industrial piping. They come with these plastic straws and then a silicone, kind of corner angle and different connectors. Pretty cool. Definitely a little bit more difficult to work with because the silicone takes a lot of time for paint or anything to kind of stick to it, and it will, it gets scratched. So that's something to keep in mind, but it's one of the best angles that I can find. Another version of that is these little corner PVC angles that I've gotten from Home Depot. They're pretty great. They fit in the bigger size cake dowel. I haven't found a smaller one yet, but they do the job so far for what I need. And one last thing you'll need is this pair of specialty cutters. I got these off Amazon, and they are fantastic for cutting these cake dowels. You can definitely cut them using a very sharp blade, but it takes a lot of time and a lot more pressure to be added to actually cut and saw through those things. So I would highly recommend these if you're gonna try to make custom piping. And of course, the last thing you'll need is some grout, because essentially all I did here was take my old wall, cover in grout, which I've used multiple times on many other videos, and then spray painted it with a primer color, and then of course hit it with my go-to weathering mix and some rust color, and of course that toxic green up there. So that's pretty much all you'll need for this project. So I'm not going to explain my step-by-step on how I transform these walls, but you can definitely check out some of my older tutorial videos. A lot of the same techniques were used to make these walls. And I just kind of wanted to show you that, you don't have to be afraid if maybe you're new to this, you're thinking, oh, I might mess up some walls. You can always repurpose stuff. It's very easy. Recycling is the name of the game when it comes to dioramas, and I just wanted to show that. But with that being said, let's take a look at how I transform these walls and set them up for my toy photography.